Well, fighters from the al-Qaeda-linked group, who you've just heard are called the ISIL, are also fighting in neighbouring Iraq. They're battling local police and Sunni Muslim tribes in Ramadi and Fallujah. Both towns are in Anbar province. A provincial official has acknowledged that the government has lost control of Fallujah, where at least 15 people have been killed in violence since Monday. Well, Jazeera's Imran Khan joins me in the studio to explain a little more about this. He's reported extensively from Iraq. At one stage, Fallujah was under control of the militants. Is that true or untrue?
Well, it's a very difficult situation. What you're seeing the Iraqi government is effectively play some sort of sectarian politics by saying that the Iraqi army aren't allowed to go into Fallujah. Some parts of the Iraqi government are actually accusing them of the Sunni tribal leaders there of being affiliated with ISIL, and therefore saying actually the Fallujah remains in control of the militants. That's not really the situation. The Iraqi army are on the outskirts of the city at the moment. They're negotiating with the tribal leaders to go into the city to go and fight with ISIL fighters. The reason they're doing this is the Sahwas, the awakening councils that were formed by the Sunni tribal leaders in that city are very important. You need their cooperation to go in to be able to rout the militants. Without that cooperation, you simply face fierce resistance not only from ISIL but from other tribal leaders as well. So it's a real negotiation that's going on. It's a standoff.
Is that a sort of euphemism for Iraq as well, when the army have to negotiate with tribal leaders before they're allowed to enter a city?
And that's absolutely right. I mean, you're looking at a country that's effectively a federal state without actually being a federal state. There are several different sects, there are several different power plays going on within Iraq. So what we're seeing in Fallujah is very much Iraq in a microcosm. You have to negotiate with the right people to get in. I mean, it's extraordinary to many people, if you think about it, that you have the Iraqi army who want to go into an Iraqi town to rout what they call terrorists, but they're being stopped by the people of that town. It's simply the way Iraq has always worked. It's always divided itself in sectarian lines, but now it's because of the violence.
Those demarcation lines are being more
absolutely.
Sort of,
but let me bring you up to date. Let me bring you up to date with the latest. What we're hearing is outside of Fallujah, there was a military base that the Iraqi army had. And they were using that military base to shell parts of the town and put the ISIL fighters under pressure. Now, the Iraqi army have withdrawn from that base, and tribal leaders, tribal groups have taken over that base. They're saying that they've taken over that base because they defeated the Iraqi army. The Iraqi army so far haven't said whether it was a tactical withdrawal or whether it's an actual defeat. So the situation is very much, firstly, it's very complicated, but secondly, right now there is a standoff happening outside of Fallujah. And that's really key. It depends where this standoff goes next.
All right, we shall wait and see. Imran Khan, thank you.